that? What the heck? Before we get started, I just want to quickly promote a website that I've built, huntingtrips.com.au. If you're looking for your next guided hunt, safari, or access to unique property to hunt on, this is where you're going to find it. Check it out, it's free to use. So I'm looking to do a half-day hunt at the top of the Otways for this scouting mission, and I'm not going to tell you where because I don't want to rob the adventure that you could have for yourself. But what got me onto this area was I was using Hunting Grounds, which is a new app that one of my friends has developed. And unlike More to Explore, which is a similar app that you can use to find hunting areas, this has game distribution that says that there's fallow in the area, so I thought I'd check it out. In fact, someone recently commented on Where Can You Hunt in Victoria video, and they mentioned that they know a lot of where the feral goat populations are, and he said that the app distribution is pretty accurate, so I'm hoping that there's fallow deer. I'm packing pretty light, just got a day pack, haven't got much really in there, got my binoculars, got my 3006, snake bite kit, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we can go find some fallow. Alright, so we've just arrived at the hunting location, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this area. I've marked the location of my car on the GPS because I don't want to lose where I'm at, and I have a terrible sense of direction. But essentially what I'm going to do is look for game trails. Like, we're just going to find some game trails, and we're going to move along those game trails, hopefully find evidence like footprints, things like that, as well as maybe signs, some scat, hopefully fresh, and then ideally we're going to come across some deer. That's the kind of game plan, and we'll go from there, I guess. So it's super early, but I found this little trail here. Kind of looks man-made to me, but it might lead onto something. And there is evidence of, you can see, there is evidence of movement through here. So I'm just going to keep following this trail and see where it takes me. It's very quiet in here, which is good. So you move slowly. There's some pigs in the area. But I can't hear them. Keep pushing further. Kangaroos. So after walking for about 3 hours through the bush, I didn't really see much. It's like there's promising, there's some signs, there's plenty of game trails. I think I saw pig sign, plenty of roos, saw plenty of roos, but I didn't see any deer sign, didn't see any deer prints, didn't see any deer scat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the car now, and there's a spot further west I'm going to check out as well that's apparently got goats, so we'll head out over there and we'll have a look around as well, and hopefully we'll find something. Okay, so here we are at the second location. This one is a completely different vista. I've got like just farming property over here on my left, and on my right we actually have the bush that we're allowed to hunt in here. So we're going to skirt the fringes and kind of move up this way and just see what kind of pops out. Hopefully find some goats or even maybe some pigs or something. I literally just saw a wallaby just jump down there, so let's see what we can find. So what I'm liking about this area is just the amount of feed that's available over here on my left. Like, I mean, obviously it's a paddock and it's private property, but I imagine what the animals are going to want to do is come out of the bush where they'll be sleeping and bedded down, and because of the lack of grasses in the area, they'll come out here and they'll kind of feed on this kind of moist, rich, water-filled grass, and then hopefully they'll probably make their way back in here to the bush again. So I want to catch them in that transition coming out of the bush. That's the idea, at least. It's so quiet out here. Like, the loudest thing that you can hear are the blowflies buzzing around and the birds that are chirping. Everything else is just really still. Which means I'm gonna do things. Number one, whatever's in here is bedded down and it's not moving. Or number two, there's nothing in here. Only one way to find out, right? Let's keep going. What's that? Someone's gone and left a tarp here, or two tarps. Strange. They're rolled up and everything. Why would you do that? Some sort of like plastic with rope through it too. I think this was a little camp. You can see here, there's string on this tree, some cordage. I imagine it was used to tie between this tree and this tree maybe, or this one, and tarp would have gone over the top. So someone was sleeping here, looks like, which is interesting. There's actually something else over here as well. So there's a track that runs through down here, and there's more cord. This one's tied in a weird way. Like, there's this bit here, which is some wood tied down, kind of looped over his stick. Super weird. What was going on here? Maybe this is where they had the tent, and for whatever reason they put the other stuff over there. Just strange. Doesn't look that old either. I don't know. I'll leave it here. It's a mystery. You know what? I'm intrigued. I'm going to follow this track and see where it takes me. Maybe I can find the missing bush hobo. Maybe he's got all the feral goats and fallow. So here's a little trick that you can use when you're in the Australian bush and you're trying to find scat. So we're trying to find animal poo, especially this time of the year where it's nice and hot. We're talking like, you know, November, December. As you walk around, you'll hear blowflies buzzing just because they're everywhere at this time of the year, especially in Victoria. And as you get close to a pile of scat, you'll hear that buzzing increase. So for instance, listen. subtle, but did you hear it? And if you look down, now this is old scat, but that's what they were buzzing around. But I guarantee you, if you find fresh scat, the buzzing will be even louder because there'll be even more bugs, blowflies around. So it's a good way to find fresh scat, is listen to the sound of buzzing blowflies. Hey, look at this. What is this? The plot thickens. I reckon our bush hobo has got a fire here. Question is it still warm? No, it's not. So he hasn't been here for a while. Look at this. What the heck? Feathers, 2 feathers stuck in the wood. That's weird. That's weird. I'm going to take those feathers and use them in the thumbnail. Thank you, Mr. Hobo. Alright, I'm going to call the hunt there. Now, we didn't find fallow deer or wild goats or wild people. What we did do is explore some cool areas, 2 different areas, and this second area here that has the bushland behind me and the pasture here, I think is just, there's something about it. I want to come back here. I want to spend some more time here in the bush because I definitely think there is stuff in there. It's just about putting the time in, covering some country and finding some stuff. But if you are an Otways hunter, I want to hear from you. Connect with me via email at the website thehuntsman.com.au or comment below. I'd love to connect up and organize a hunt together and go explore some more of the Otways because it is a beautiful area and there's some pretty cool stuff in this area as well. Now, before the keyboard warriors start as well, I mean no disrespect towards homeless people at all in my comment about the mysterious bush hobo. When I say bush hobo, I mean like an old man of the bush, someone who's out in the bush. It's a lifestyle choice, not a choice that's driven by socioeconomic pressures. I have great compassion and empathy towards people who are homeless. I think it's a tragic circumstance for people to be in. So just want to say that before people start commenting and losing their minds. All right, getting back to the car now. Hopefully you have a good hunt soon. You wouldn't believe this. I just went to put my gun back in the gun case and look, I smelled something weird. And look what there is in there. Yuck. That is feral. Oh my gosh. That's great. That's exactly what you want. See ya. Wait, before you go and watch another video, make sure you go check out the website that I made, huntingtrips.com.au. If you're looking for an Australian guided hunt or hunting course or safari or property to hunt on, it's the best place to find it. It's a great way to support me and a great way to find an amazing hunting experience.